All right. So, welcome to our Exploring Health Coaching and what it's about. I think most of you were on here earlier, but I see a few of you just got on. So, real quick, my name's Lisa Stewart, and I'm going to go here to share my screen. Um, you gotta. It's okay to be a health coach and be technical challenged. That's why I have a husband. There we go. All right, so how do I start? Okay. All right, so a little bit about myself. My name's Lisa Stewart. My husband, Gary, there. I look at that picture on the left of me, 60 pounds heavier. And sometimes, honestly, it's hard to believe that was me. I was a different person. And if you look really close at those shorts, I had to go buy those shorts just so I had something in extra large to wear to Cabo there. So the thing, when I joined Optavia, I joined it as a diet. But I look to Optavia as a diet, and we're not. We are a lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. So when they say, who is Optavia? Optavia, you can see Dr. Wayne Anderson there in the middle, and you might have noticed him with Gary and I on that other page. He's a co-founder of our company, and was a medical doctor. He still is, but he kept putting Band-Aids on people instead of fixing the problem. So he was a surgeon. The gal down here in the wheelchair, you can see, that's Denise. I just spent a week with Denise in Maui last week, and I love her transformation. She has lost over 100 pounds on our program, was in a wheelchair prior to, now we were on the beach and hiking and doing all kinds of stuff. You can see the different kind of people on our program. There's everybody, and that's what I love about it. So Louisa, I'll let you go in here a little bit.
Hey guys. So with Dr. A and this company, it's not, like Lisa was just saying, it's not just about a diet. They really promote healthy mind, healthy body, and healthy finances for optimal health. And so, and there's times where I already feel like it's a little healthy spirit for me as well. So once you got a healthy body and you're feeling good and your mind is clear because you're eating well, then other doors will open up. And so they really tried, just like the 4 pillars of the health journey. We really try to promote this healthy mind, healthy body, healthy finances as a health coach. And we all know that we're doing the healthy mind because of clarity. We're doing the healthy body because of the feelings and the education that we're getting. But the healthy finances part is also comes with being a health coach, because as Lisa and some of us that are coaches know, they pay you very well.
All right.
And so we talked a little bit about this in our last conversation. The 4 pillars, like I said, was just like a table. So we have the 4 pillars. If you only use one of those pillars, if you just use the feelings, it ends up being more like a diet, and you only have 25% chance of really succeeding on this plan. If you do, let's say, the feelings and lean on your coach, you have a 50% chance, and then it goes up from there. So when I first did this program, I really just leaned on the feelings as a diet, and obviously it didn't work. That was 4 years ago, and I was not successful at all. But this time around, I called Lisa and I said I needed to do it, and I've really plugged in. I leaned on her a lot. I did the habits of health. I've made a lifestyle change. I plugged in the community and then used the feelings. And so a month after I started on program, I was approached by Lisa, and she said, I think you need to be a coach. And I thought she was crazy, but it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. And not only do I get to reconnect with people that I haven't in years, I get to become closer with the people that I'm helping. When I bring up my page, because of the coaches that I have under, and my number says that we've all impacted 85 people. That is huge. And as a nurse, for me, it means a ton that we get to impact people and help them live a better life, healthy mind, healthy body, and feel good about themselves. And so you are really making a difference. And yes, the money is great, but when I get messages that say I'm down 10 pounds, or I've lost 2 pant sizes, and I can see the difference, or people who are just starting that are absolutely so excited about this program, that's what I'm in this for, is changing people one person at a time. And as a health coach, you get to do that. You get to impact people in a positive way, and get to be there for their successes. So these 4 pillars are so helpful and so useful, and make a huge difference when people take all of them into consideration and use them all. So
love it.
So all of you who are on this plan are just starting. There's some of you are just starting. We have the Optavia, the fuelings. You need, your magic number is really 6 for the day. 5 fuelings and a lean and green every 2 to 3 hours. I'm a 2.5 hour girl. I know when it's 2.5 hours, it's time for me to eat. My body is trained that way. They're perfectly balanced, probiotics, and all those fuelings have exactly what you need in it for your daily nutrition. They're made that perfectly. And then once you get into fat burning state, so I like to tell my clients that your fat burning, a lot of people don't really understand your metabolism, but it's kind of like a campfire. When you are out camping and you have a campfire and you add wood every 2 hours or so, what happens to that fire? It continues to burn. Your metabolism is the same way. When we don't add wood to the fire burns out. And so that's another huge thing that people need to realize. Once you're feeling your body perfectly like that, and your metabolism is amped, that's your fat burning stage, and you'll feel amazing.
Perfect. And then we have other plans. We won't go into them tonight, but we have other options available depending on people. Some people don't need to lose weight. Some just need to eat healthy and sustain their healthy weight. And some need to actually gain weight. So we have all kinds of options available.
So a little bit about that 3 and 3. My daughter, who is breastfeeding right now, I felt like she wasn't getting enough nutrition. And so, because you have to have extra nutrition, extra calories. And so I put her on the 3 and 3, and it's been great for her.
Fantastic for her. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I love the Optavia way. It's pretty much just easy balance, supported optimal health and body, mind, and finances. Everything you see there, it sustains. So the thing I like the most is you get predictable transformation if you follow our plan, and it's not a diet. So that's the things I like the best there. What does health coaching look like? Well, it looks like something different to everybody. Before I became a health coach, like I said, was a realtor for 28 years, and I guess 4.5 years ago became a health coach, about 3 months into my 60-pound journey, and decided to pay it forward, as we call it, to help just a few people, is what I thought. And it just kind of snowballed from there. And the thing I like, yes, I knew Louisa before, but Louisa knows people I don't know. So she's able, like she said that number, 82, 85 people, that because Louisa said yes, that she's impacted, that I would have never known. So Brian Coe, can you come off mute? I'm excited for you to share a little bit about your story and what health coaching looks like to you and your family.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Lisa. And my name is Brian Coe, Optavia Health Coach. And I was actually inspired by Lisa Stewart to lose my weight initially. Now, my wife and I did another program. We did not end up losing all of the weight that we wanted to. We plateaued. We were frustrated. And so we made the decision to join Optavia and go after optimal health. And I'm pleased to say we were able to do that on program much, much easier and more effectively than any other program that we had tried. The reason that I decided to become a health coach was I have so many people in my life that need to be healthy. So many people that are sick, that are overweight, that I want to see live on this earth as long as they possibly can. And so for me, it was to pay it forward. Absolutely. Like Lisa said, paying it forward was the biggest thing for me. And so I've just been attacking it. One issue that I did think would come up. I'm a really busy guy. I've got a very busy schedule. I am a small business owner. I have a residential property management company that I've had for the last 10 years. I am the father of 4 children and obviously have a wonderful wife. And I'm also a deacon in my church, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities as well. So as it was before I became a health coach, my schedule was pretty full. So I was actually a little concerned about that. But the best part about health coaching is if you do it effectively, it actually makes you a more efficient person. I told Lisa, I'm actually a better property manager now that I'm a health coach than I was before I was a health coach. Part of that is due to being on plan, having a clear mind, and being able to process tasks much, much faster and much more efficiently. The other part of it, though, is making better use of my time, because I do know that I want to get in the time to be a health coach and to impact people's lives. And so it's just been a tremendous, tremendous blessing for me. And, you talk about the healthy mind, healthy body, healthy finances. If you're on program and you are loving the program, there's really no great reason not to be a health coach, because part of the healthy finances is paying for your food. And you get to the point when you're a health coach, you can easily pay for your food and possibly yours and your spouse's food. If you're both on it, you can get there in a month or two. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So not only is the plan budget neutral, but then you're actually making the money as a health coach to pay for that food. And so it's really incredible.
I love that. And Brian, I think this is your first full month of being a health coach.
Yes. Yep. First full month.
Excellent. So, well, congratulations. You're helping so many people already. And that's what I love. Again, tonight we met one of your clients that we would have never, I would have never touched her because I've never met her before. And because of you saying yes, paying it forward, that you made a difference. So next, Christina, are you there?
Sorry, I was trying to get off mute. Hi, guys.
Hey.
So I am kind of like Louisa's story. I did Medifast back. I got really sick in 2015 and was on some steroids and came home from the hospital. I was pushing 200 pounds. And so I jumped on the Medifast bandwagon at that point to just lose some quick weight. And I kept it off for a little bit and then slowly went back to my habits and found myself at a place again when I was approached by Louisa. And 3 days, 4 days, I don't know. I don't really remember Louisa. I think it was maybe a week after saying, sure, I'll do this. I'll give it a shot. I was excited about doing the health coach. And at that point, just in this 4 short months, 5 months, the reasons for being a health coach to me are so much different than they were in the very beginning. Before it was maybe I can pay for my food or just if I could help one person. But after doing it a month, 2 months, 3 months, and all of those little messages and seeing people's, getting off medication and diabetic medication, high blood pressure medication, little notes of thank yous and touching base with people daily, it's changed me, changed my personality, who I am as a person, and it makes me want to give that much more. And I guess at first it was more of a selfish thing of why I wanted to do this, but it's really transformed who I am as a person. So pretty excited about it.
That's exciting. And I love the fact that you're a nurse and you realize this is a program that works and you see it through your work too. Right.
Well, I think it kind of speaks, at first you try to tell people about it. And then as you transform, it's not just your body, it's your attitude and your mindset, and people, they approach you after a while. And what are you doing? You look great. You know, my hair's grown, my skin's changed. I'm down to goal weight. This morning I was 130 pounds. But I'm working out and my body structure is changing. And so I'm still gaining, and I'm not ever planning to go off this. Like, this is just something that I will do forever. I love it. I feel amazing. I'm not on much medication, sleeping amazing. And if I can get my family and friends to feel this good, people I haven't even met yet, like, that's what inspires me to go out and reach people.
I love it. All right. Well, you heard a little bit from Louisa, but we're going to have her tell you her whole story here. A little bit about what health coaching has done for her and her family.
I really don't like to look at that picture on the left.
Who is that?
Who's that girl?
You can do it.
Oh my gosh. Transformation, you guys. It's amazing. And once you transform and then you get to help other people do the same thing. When Lisa first told me, you know, you need to be a coach, I thought she was crazy. I did my first post and literally 80 or so people reached out. She said, what is one of your goals this year? And I said, I want to travel more. She's like, let's do it. And that picture up in the right-hand corner was a conference I was able to go to with Lisa in Arizona. So that was fabulous. You know, when I first came home and talked to my honey about it, he's like, how are you going to fit this in? I said, it's, you know, he says, you're busy, but, you know, I'm a nurse. I'm a mom. I'm a grandma. I have a huge family, as you can see on the bottom right-hand corner, that I get to be blessed with. But you know what? I found ways to plug in and schedule my time. So you schedule your time around your things that you're doing. Sometimes it's a half an hour a day. I take one day a week, and that's when I do my check-ins with my clients to make sure everything's okay. I'm not, you know, in the first beginning, it seemed a little hectic, but as I get to it, you get in your flow. It's easy. The people make it easy. Your clients make it easy. They make you want to go forth and continue to be successful on your journey as well. My clients inspire me every single day, and my coaches inspire me every single day. So, you know, we want to surround ourselves with the people we most want to be like, and we most become like the 5 people that are around us. And so I've made the decision to surround myself with these amazing people on this program and the coach support. And even when like Christina said, when I hit my goal weight, I'm not going to ever go away. I'll go to the 3 and 3, but I'll not go away from this nutrition because I know it's made perfectly for me and it's made such a difference. But as a nurse, to be able to impact people, like one of my clients, Karen, she's on the call, but she was so skeptical in the beginning. I feel like I had to talk to her a couple times. And I said, listen, just give me 1 month. Just give me 1 month on program and see what happens. And she took off and said, yes, people are noticing. And Lisa and I talk about, you know, once you start transforming, people are going to ask you, what are you doing? Let me know what you're doing. And you're either going to become a referring coach and you'll get $25 on account, or you'll become a health coach. And it was the best decision. Like, I'm so thankful for Lisa for approaching me that day and wanting me to get involved, because it's one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun, and that was just the first trip of many.
Yay!
So thank you, Louisa. I just love that. And I have to share while we have Brian on here too. Brian, you want to share what you shared about Louisa last night real quick?
Yeah, this is super cool. So all 4 of my children were born premature. And I have 2 boys. I have a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, and I have 4-year-old twin girls. And each one of the pregnancies for my wife was scarier than the one before it, because the kids came progressively earlier. And so our very first experience with my wife being pregnant, our oldest boy, we had planned for her to have a natural birth at full term, and everything was going to be sunshine and lollipops. And then all of a sudden, 6.5 weeks or so before she was supposed to give birth, she had an emergency, and she started going into labor. And so we went up to the hospital, And Louisa was actually my wife's nurse. And for brand new parents to be so incredibly scared and not know what was going to happen with something that was so completely different than what we had planned, Louisa was an absolute rock star. She's always had a very special place in our hearts, and very cool that we could kind of reconnect through Optavia. And that's one thing that's so neat about this program is you get to reconnect with people, but you also get to meet some incredible people that you've never known before, whether that's leadership, whether that's fellow health coaches, or whether that's clients. So it's phenomenal.
Yeah. No, I think that's a neat story. So one of the things I like with Optavia, I've owned other businesses before. I've had a real estate office. I've owned salons, boutiques, everything. So brick and mortar compared to this, I love what's possible with Optavia. What does coaching really look like to get started? Basically, there's no overhead, there's no sales, there's no inventory, we have hands-on learning, what we call as team coaching, or like an apprenticeship style. Like we said, Brian just started last month, and I didn't physically hold his hand. I'm in a different state than him right now, but I held his hand and walked him through each step of the way. It takes about 4 to 6 hours to get started. And you just kind of, as everyone has talked about, you fit it in between the nooks and cranny of what you have, and it becomes easier and easier. When I first started, I would be out showing a house, and I'd tell people, hurry, walk through the house, and I'm sending texts and answering messages, and that's what I did. I worked it in between my clients. Basically give it 8 to 10 hours a week. You can split that up, an hour here and 10 minutes here, whatever it takes. And we can show you how to have an executive director business. Basically sharing your story of health on social media and starting conversations. That's the main thing to get things started. We help your first 5 people, like 7 or 8 usually get started. Once you get five, you get 7 or 8, and you start making money. We have live training 1 hour a week. Like Saturday mornings, we'll have a training. We're going to start doing more of these, just giving people the opportunity of what's available. So we'll focus on helping people, and your coach will show you simple steps to get there. So it's pretty simple. The other thing I like to, because I'm going to talk a little bit about money, and I know we all get nervous when we talk about money, but because I'm doing that, I have to say I did show you the disclaimer, so there's a disclaimer. But, when I started, a lot of us started and said we didn't even know there was money involved. But I do want to talk about money, because you know why? Today, I see more GoFundMes on Facebook than other things out there, because people need money. Sometimes it's an extra $100 to $500 can make a huge difference in families' lives. So I like the fact that majority of our health coaches, when they start out, we help them get to senior coach, and they make anywhere between $324 to $603 a month during that time, an average. You see over here a little bit more. And then, it kind of goes up from there. I could say most of our new coaches, all of our coaches that spoke today, they were in that category. I know Brian, I think he exceeded what that was there. So I love that in his first month. So it just kind of goes up from there. And if you guys are my friends on Facebook, you'll see I was just in Maui last week with like 56 of the top leaders in our company. And I would say all of those are in the bottom 4 categories here. And these numbers, those are all monthly income, not yearly. So a little bit about when you start, a senior coach makes about $100, $150, roughly. And this is just showing actually an actual health coaches. You can see the timeline there. I want to ask you to stop and think, what would you do with an extra $100 to $150 or an extra $3,500 to $4,500 a month? Because that's some life-changing money. And you could be doing that while you are working your current job. So these are just a couple other ones. I'm just going to go through it. So basically, what does it look like to get started? I always tell people, don't really need to know anything but what you need to know that day. And you need to know you want to get healthy and you want to help other people get healthy. Bottom line, that's all you need to do. You need to connect with your coach, whoever invited you to tonight's call, and say, you know what, I'm interested in doing this. To purchase a coaching kit, it's $199 up front. And then one time a year, there's a renewal fee of $99. There's no monthly fee. We have a state-of-the-art website, all new, Optavia. And connect with your coaches and support team, and we help launch you the right way. So you're not out there on your own. You let your coach know, hey, I want to make extra $200 to $500, or hey, I would like to replace my income. I want to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. I want to make $10,000 to $20,000 a month. What does it take to do that? And we will break it down for you. So bottom line, you just do 3 to 5 health assessments with your coach. So like Brian last week, we spent a few calls talking to some clients, potential clients. I did the calls with him. He did a call, and I said, okay, you do fantastic. You're on your own. And that's kind of how we do it. Some coaches might need a few more calls, and then they're on their own. But when I say on your own, you don't need to call me every time to do the health call. I'm there 100% with you, or whoever your coach is. Bottom line, just start sharing on social media and connecting. If someone doesn't know your health coach, they can't call you, right? Right now, I would say in February, there's so many people out there that started a diet, a gym, a different program January 1st, or they're looking to start something because Super Bowl's over. So now it's seriously a phenomenal time to get started. We want to help you get your first 5 clients started as soon as possible, because you get to earn an extra $100 cab bonus. And then we help you get organized to take your next step. So $199 to get started and start making that. Anyone that was on tonight's call, Gary and I are offering you guys a little thank you, and we will give you a $25 credit if you get started this week. So you have to reply and say, hey, I was on the call. I'm interested. I'm just getting stuff together, but you have to get started this week, and we'll give you $25 off. And then I'm going to stop sharing the screen here. Just stop share. And the company right now actually has a Excel, which if you get 2 clients, assist 2 clients to get started on program this month, they're going to give you a $50 bonus. So realistically, 5 new clients this month, and you'll make about $550, $500 to $550. So that's how simple it is. We help you all the way. We help you with the wording on what to say to do a Facebook launch. We help you, everything about it. Once you post what you do, some of you out there might say, you know what, I like the idea, but that's just not me. Then while we ask that, you become a referring coach. And what's a referring coach? Ask your coach to give you a little blurb to post to say, hey, my name's Lisa Stewart. I just lost X amount of pounds. I'm working with this health coach, and this is what, and then that health coach, tag them in it, and they will answer all those questions for you. You don't even have to do anything. They become your client, and your health coach is going to give you a $25 cash on your account for thank you. So you could do it either way. So that's just real quick what we do. And I want to thank all of you for taking the time to get on here tonight and learn a little bit about it. We're very passionate about it. Like I said, after 28 years of real estate, I do this full time now. I'm down in Arizona for the winter, enjoying it. I just found out today that the company, Gary and I just earned a trip to the DR. Got a notice on that. So the Dominican Republic. And I don't know about you guys at your work, but did anybody get a raise lately? Did anybody just get an all-inclusive paid trip from your company? Does anybody get positive reinforcement recently from your company? I do. So that's why we love it. Yes, I would do this if I didn't get paid because I love helping people. But I tell you what, the idea that it's possible and you can dream bigger and think, where would you like to be next winter? Where would you like to go on vacation? What would you like to do? So look at it like that, and then reach out and let whoever invited you tonight know that you are ready to get started. And let us know. Let's do a quick call this week and set you up and find out how much you want to make, what you want to do, and start thinking about 5 to 10 people that you want to see get healthy. Make them that list, and then we'll connect and do that. All right. So, Louisa, do you have anything to add?
The potential is, there's no limit. That's all I want to say. When I first got my check, I honestly just started because I wanted someone to pay. I wanted to pay for my food. And so, and here we are all this time later. When I first got my bonus check, you guys, it blew my mind. Like, I had to text Lisa and say, is this for real? Like, do they really? And it's also one of the top 100 most trusted companies in Forbes magazine. That was huge for me as well. So you guys, if you're on the fence about it, you can make that money back the first month because people are paying attention and they're going to come asking you. So like you said, either a referring coach and put $25 on account or add a 0, because that's exactly what can happen with Optavia. So people are looking for an answer and we have it.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to stop the recording.